Wow. Wow. Drama.
Yeah.
Intrigues on the elections, national sports federations, a lot of things happening. I'm very sure by tomorrow we'll hear more. Harman on the ground, also the Konakman, doing a very good job. I mean, getting to us some of the key actors. Listen to Rosa Collins, Tom Wakwe, and George Ashiru there, talking about the reasons why they were not happy with some of the things that happened today, and we'll wait to see. We'll wait to see a lot of disgruntled people now showing up. Well, but you also had some people that were happy. You talked about Daniel Igali.
Yep.
Before the elections, a lot of us were afraid for him.
Yeah.
We saw the problem. The person that handed over to him was back, and you know something's happening behind the scene. But yet he was able to win, and maybe the ministry will point to that you know, it's part of the insurmountable hurdles. That person won, so those who lost should not complain.
Well, that's like one out of several, and of course we know that badminton, the former vice president, is now back as a president.
Because the president decided not to.
That's those two I mentioned were pretty much some of the many issues. Now, you go back, I told you about Taekwondo. Actually, I saw that petition. It was sent to me via WhatsApp. I saw that petition where about 28 states, you know, had to sign that, okay, yes, we are not supporting this. And several things like that. Now, you talk about Tom Nwakwe, that is a 6-time African champion. Talk about a Nigeria triple winner as well, that won bronze as well in Barcelona 92, as one bronze too in the relays as well. Talking about Rosa Collins in that one too, complaining bitterly. And, you know, this part of disqualification and all that is so mysterious. And that is why this has pretty much shut down whatever plans for the ministry to make sure that the election are pretty much free and fair and devoid of any sort of complaints. I mean, several complaints, drama in it. Athletics, basketball is one drama on its own. Now, Taekwondo came into this one.
But people will argue, we are here in Lagos, and that's probably why we'll still get to hear Austin later on. We are here in Lagos. We can only rely on eyewitness accounts.
Certainly.
We didn't see what went down for ourselves, but we have our people on ground that they told us things, people on both sides. But the question a lot of people will ask you is, you can't always have a perfect situation.
I know.
But because of some of these issues that we've heard, that we've talked about, is it enough to say that the whole elections was totally flawed? Is it enough to say that?
Well, this stuff that we just heard, these complaints and everything, is pretty much making us get convinced.
I could list some federations where there were no issues.
Yeah, we could list federations where there were no issues.
Nothing.
We're talking about
the winners were celebrated, they were carried shoulder high, and.
But for the fact that 1, 2, 3, 4 of the federations had issues.
Among like 15 or 16 federations that, you know...
We're talking about very, very important federation. I'm not saying that other federations are not particularly important, but athletics is very, very important. Basketball is very, very important. Taekwondo is very, very important. And these sports federation have issues, serious issues. I mean, disqualification on the day of the election, petitions from nowhere springing up because of some people don't want to be, probably don't want the election to go free, to be free and fair and all that. It's pretty much very saddening. Yeah, you could say that some aspects of the election are pretty much flawed. The fact that there are complaints everywhere, here and there, is so saddening. So
you danced away from my question, but I'll put it back to you.
Is it flawed?
Is it enough
to say
that the whole process was flawed?
I'm not saying the whole process was flawed, but I'm saying that there are complaints that the ministry should look into and try as much as possible to resolve some of these issues before it's...
But the ones that were safely concluded, we can leave that. Well, the ones that had issues,
certainly, sort it out. The ones that have issues, sort it out. Especially,
athletics.
Well, athletics is on one side, especially
Taekwondo.
basketball.
Okay.
Because basketball would pretty much bring a whole lot of, I don't want to use, I'm trying to look for an euphemism to describe what I'm thinking right there, but it's going to bring a whole lot of issues for this country.
Okay, all right. Okay, yeah, we're going to break now, and when we return, there's still so much for you on the show. Just sit back, relax, and we'll be back after this break.